Hi y'all, welcome back to Feelin' Froggy Knits. My name is Maya, and today we're on the road. I am about to head to the Fiber Flock Festival. It is in Vacaville, California. I found out about it because Emmy of Emmy Knits and Purls mentioned it on her last episode on her YouTube channel. I don't know if it was a podcast, but she mentioned it, and it's fairly close enough to me, I guess. 2 hours. It's 2 hours away, so let's hit the road, ladies and gents. Everybody. They are just too quick with it inside that Starbucks, because I need to put this shit down. Why do I need a straw? Is it paper too? Oh god, don't give me a paper straw. Also, don't you love, let me just flash you my credit card info. Ooh! Not clickbait. Maya shows her fucking credit card info. Blacked out when I ate that, but not in the blackout like I wasn't paying attention to the road, but y'all want to see how pretty the view is? Wow, what a nice day. Huh? See, what should I listen to for the rest of the drive? Oh my god, my hair looks so stupid. I have made a summer playlist, and this song called Blame Brett by The Beaches is... Do you all ever get this way where you just want to listen to the same song over and over and over again? That is how Blame Brett is going for me. And it's very short too. It's like a 2.5 minute song or so. But I'm like, could I just listen to that on repeat for the drive? I mean, it's only me in the car, so I feel like what a perfect time, because I would never want to subject anybody else. Yes, almost done. Here we have Emmy's friend Natalie, who purchased this beautiful wool from, I believe it's Wonderland Yarns, and she also won that spinning wheel in a silent auction, so how fun. And this next clip is the yarn that I won at the raffle, which I have never won anything in my life, so my heart was racing. I blacked out, I think. So that's 2 times today that I blacked out. Here, Emmy and I are entering the little shop at the farm. This is yarn that comes from the sheep that they raise on this farm, which I thought was really cool, and it's only 15 bucks for a skein. Are you kidding me? What kind of a steal is that? Up next, we have this raw unprocessed wool, and as you can see, I had to look at every name tag. That was Romney, Now we have Mary, which is just adorable. And now we have Melvin, my favorite name for a little sheep. Now we come to this stall, which has a lot of felted items, these beautiful wall hangings that were knitted and then have felted sheep around them. And then I looked down and saw this raw wool, and this 1 ounce little roving ball was $5. And I thought, you know what, $5, sure, why not? And it was that beautiful chocolate brown. Now we're at Valley Oak, and they, I believe, are a fiber processing facility. So this is just us admiring their work and me looking at the biggest hank of yarn I've ever seen. Like, how many yards is in that? I need it now. Here we are at Wonderland Yarns, I believe is what they are called, and looking at these two absolutely gorgeous colorways. I fell in love with them, especially on the 100% wool base. I mean, I noticed later that on the other bases that had different fiber contents, that they weren't as vibrant of colors, and I think that you really need that with like the contrast and everything. I digress. Up next, we get to the stall, which has just these beautifully muted colors, some wonderful jewel tones, and this spot, Emmy told me that they dye everything naturally, which, looking at all of these colors, seems like, how did you do that with plants? But plants are very powerful. Let me remind myself of that. And I loved all these colors, this neon, just like in your face yellow, and then this like glowing green. It just looked like it was glowing in the dark, question mark. And these fade sets, and they were all in this beautiful alpaca yarn, so it was just so soft, and oh, love that little close-up. Here we have just these beautifully variegated yarns. Oh, look at that red packet. You $25? That's not that bad. Oh, look at those beautiful, this one on the end.
The lady who processes it and dehairs it for me just brought it to me here today.
Oh.
And so that's why it's still in the box. This is very soft.
Ooh.
It feels like laminate. Oh, wow. So just close your eyes.
Stop.
Oh my God. That's where the air stops. I mean, it's like it doesn't exist. Isn't that amazing?
That is insane.
I love my code.
This is the stall where my raffle prize came from, Invictus Yarns, and I was really loving the mini sets, the fade sets, and then this yarn, it's their Yak Luxe, and it has yak in it, which kind of kicking myself for not getting either that brown or the red or the yellow or maybe the green or all of them, because they were just these beautiful jewel tones. And yeah, I will definitely be looking them up in the future. And yeah, Invictus Yarns. This is the stall where I believe I did the most gasping. Most of these fibers were not wool. So we had mulberry silk here, which y'all felt very similar to that cashmere that y'all saw me be able to touch and feel. And then they also had recycled silk, fiber made from roses, from lotuses. I mean, they had everything, y'all, including a lot of blends. To the left of the screen, you can see that very clearly, but this was just a beautiful color and I had to show it off. Same with this red. I don't know the fiber content of it, but it was just beautiful. And here is some soy silk yarn. I didn't buy these, again, kicking myself for not, because they were $5 each. We got to go to this beautiful stall where they were selling drum carters and these weapons of mass construction. Y'all know I love a good pun, so I just had to give these a look, and look how big these are. I mean, holy moly. I would never want to knit anything with that, I'm gonna be honest. Here are some really cool electric spinners that are made by 3D printing them, and what a transition that was. Back to the project palace. It's been a couple of days since the festival, and I've had some time to just kind of think and reflect, and I wanted to show y'all kind of up close what I got, talk about the products that I won and also bought. So first of all, let's start with the product that I bought. This is a merino, it's 1 ounce, and from the sheep Thora, it is this, it looks kind of black on camera, but it is just this beautiful, like deep chocolate brown. I've actually been eyeing some Noro yarn that is this exact color, and I don't know, I thought it kind of worked with the wool that I already have, and it was only $5. And this is from Fiber Confections. This is from that stand that has those wall hangings. Excited to work with this. It's very soft. Oh my gosh, it feels so lovely on my neck and face. So these next yarns are the ones that I won in the raffle, which, as I said in the video, I've literally never won anything in my life. Like any raffle, any sweepstakes, whatever, never won a thing. So yay! Oh my gosh. Y'all, I watered my plants for the first time in a long time, and they are so happy. Anyways, I will first talk about this yarn, which is in the colorway First Blush, which I think is just very apropos. Apropos? What? The color blush is very suited for this colorway because it is this pretty tonal pink, and you can kind of see it just has this depth to it, which is why I am calling it tonal. I don't know if that's actually true. The yarn is called Victorious. It is 100% superwash merino with 400 yards per 100 grams. So it's I believe it's a fingering weight yarn, and I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. Most, if not all, of the yarn that I buy, I already have a project in mind. So just picking up random things is kind of new to me. I normally have a very specific plan for colors, for yarn weights, all of that kind of stuff. Even if I buy something and it sits in my stash for a while, I know what I want to make with it, but this I have no idea. I want to use most of it, and it's merino. I'm thinking like a lacy shawl. I don't know if I would wear that, but I bet I could find somebody that would love a First Blush lace shawl. Say that 5 times fast. Okay, that is the first of the 3 that I won. Next we have the yarn, it's called Beyond, and it is in the colorway The Pit, which I guess if you looked at the bottom of a pit, maybe it would look like this. Not as beautiful, I don't think, or as soft, but this is an 80% superwash merino, 10% nylon, 10% cashmere, and it is very lush and soft. It's, again, 400 yards per 100 grams, and I think that this will become a pair of socks of some sort, and I'm thinking for my boyfriend, just because I haven't made him a pair of socks yet, and he doesn't love any color, so that will be for him, but probably when the weather gets cooler, like maybe as a Christmas present or something, because I cannot be bothered with socks right now, at least socks that are not my own. And that's real. That's very real of me to say. Let me just, last, but certainly not least, my favorite of the three, which is very funny because it's just white, but it is called Poetry. It's in the colorway Natural, and it is 50% superwash merino and 50% silk. It has this wonderful sheen and incredible softness, and it is 435 yards per 100 grams. Now I'm thinking that this would be a perfect next to skin item. I'm thinking a bralette. I started making a bra with Knitting for Olive silk, and honestly, it's just not, like, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I do not want that rubbing on my nipples. I'm just gonna say it. It's a lovely fabric and it has a wonderful drape and flow and everything, but I don't like it rub. If y'all have used knitting bra, like, you know it doesn't really need to be that next to skin, at least that next to those kind of sensitive areas. But I just think that this would be so lovely. It's, yeah, it says it's fingering weight. I guess it would be a more like a lighter fingering. Oh, I guess I could show you like what it looks like. My finger. So yeah. I came home and I asked my boyfriend how much he thought I spent, and he said $200, which is very fair because yarn and fiber and raw wool are expensive, but I spent $10, y'all. $5 on this and $5 on the raffle ticket to get those 3 yarns, which are probably worth about $90. And then I also paid $10 to get in, but that was a given. Well, y'all, I hope that you liked this little fiber festival. It's the first like knitting kind of festival that I've ever been to, and it was a lot of fun. I would love to thank Emmy of Emmy Knits and Purls for the suggestion, for the visibility of the festival, because I would not have known about it otherwise. So thank you so much. You're the reason that I got to go and experience that lovely community and also make new friends with Emmy and then her friend Natalie that came along. Yeah, that'll be it for me. Sorry that this came later in the week. I have lost my knitting mojo, and it's hard for me to not work on anything that's not just mindless stockinette, which I know is kind of funny because I just started a podcast, but I don't know. I'm kind of letting myself just do what I need to do. Well, y'all, if you liked this video, make sure to give it a like, and if you would like to see more of me, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every week. Monday, Saturday, Friday, who knows? I'll keep them coming. I promise. I promise I'll keep them coming. I just gotta get some mojo back, y'all. I don't know. You should see the room we're at me right now. It's a complete mess. And I wanted to be truthful about that with y'all. We all go through these little slumps in our lives, and it's not what happens in it, it's how we pull ourselves out. And I'm making steps towards pulling myself out, but I know it's a process, and I'm not gonna rush anything because I love knitting, I love creating, and I don't wanna push it. So if you see less of me, that's why. All right, I love you all. Have a wonderful rest of your night or day wherever you are, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.